Hello FPL managers, welcome back to my channel. Game week 16 is just around the corner and I am here to reveal my team for the week. If you enjoy FPL content and team discussions, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Now without wasting time, let's just dive straight in. Before I start with my team, I want to share my transfers because I've already made them. It was very risky to go even before the Champions League matches, but I had no choice. I would not have been able to afford them with their price rising. So the transfers that I made were Onana and Ent Nori out for Raya and Timber, and this move did cost me a -4. I think this is a very understandable move as I had no Arsenal defensive cover till now, and with other FPL managers having 1 or 2 defenders from Arsenal, I really had to get some cover. This is just my second -4 this season, but when I now look at my team, I think I am set and happy for a long time without taking any hits. This is the team that I wanted, and now I have it, so let's just move on and see how the team is looking. In defense, we have 2 Arsenal and 2 Liverpool defenders. I think these 2 teams are the best defense in the league this season, and having the defense made out of only these 2 teams makes sense. The setup is very simple. Focus on 2 of the best defenses in the league and let the clean sheet points come to me. If you look at the clean sheet odds, Arsenal and Liverpool are first and second for clean sheet this week. Just a small note on Arsenal defenders though. Gabriel is the best one to go for, but for my team, I could not afford him. If you can, you should go for Gabriel because of his goal threats from corners, but if you cannot, I believe the money saved on Timber over Saliba can be very useful moving forward in other positions. Also, Timber was rested in the Champions League, so I'm pretty confident that he will start over the weekend against Everton. There are injury concerns in the Arsenal defense, but I feel that Arsenal are a team that can keep a clean sheet against the next 3 opponents with Partey, Saliba, Kuyar and Timber in defense. Also, there was a tweet that said Gabriel and Calafiori are very close to a return, and I have no concerns for this Arsenal defense. For Liverpool, I don't think it is going to be an easy game against Fulham, but if there is any team that can keep a clean sheet against them, I think it's Liverpool. The midfield is kind of template right now with Salah, Saka and Palmer. I'm not going to speak about these 3 because they are self-explanatory right now. The only position you can play around is the 4th midfielder, and for that position I currently have Bowen. I transferred him in last week and he gave me an instant 12 pointer which was very nice, and the next 3 fixtures against Bournemouth, Brighton and Southampton looks really good for some points. He is the talisman for that West Ham team, and even though West Ham have been struggling with defense this season, they have been able to score goals and Bowen has been putting in good numbers. He has an expected goal involvement of 0.47. If someone is looking for a Mbeumo replacement right now, you can look at Bowen for the next 3 fixtures because no other player has better fixtures in that price range other than Bowen. Quickly coming to the captaincy, it is very close between Palmer and Salah. The last 2 game weeks have been very irritating with Palmer as I did not captain him in game week 15 and he goes on to give an 18 pointer and Saka with just a 2 pointer. But when I captained him in game week 14, Salah went on to get an 18 pointer and he just returned with 7 points. There was a 27 point swing by just getting the captaincy wrong. Had that been right, I would have been sitting at 13.4k right now, but instead I am at 64,000. Coming back to this week, I currently have my captaincy armband on Palmer as Brentford cannot stop conceding goals. They are the 4th worst defense and have been pathetic away from home. They are the 3rd worst defense with 2.04 expected goals away from home. If you look at Fulham, on the other hand, they are actually the 3rd best defense away from home, which is very surprising, but they have been playing really good football. Even though they have an impressive number away from home, it is Anfield that they will be visiting, and if I have to make a bet, Salah will be the most captained this week, and for every point he scores, your rank will drop. So there is going to be a risk-reward kind of thing with Palmer captain. I am 80% sure I'll be captaining Palmer this week, but as always, I'll post my final team on X or Twitter. You can follow me there for my final updates close to the deadline. The forwards consists of Jackson, Cunha and Wissa. Like Palmer, Jackson has the same fixture against Brentford and he has a good chance of giving some points this week after his blank against Spurs. He was also super annoyed after the game that he was not more involved, but Chelsea put 4 past Spurs and he is their number 9. There is news that Nkunku has travelled with the team and he will be starting as the number 9 in the Conference League. So a well-rested Jackson against Brentford only screams point at this stage for me. Wissa does have a bad fixture against Chelsea, but Chelsea are not exactly the best defense and Brentford do scores goal. Only 2 teams have kept clean sheet against Brentford this season and I expect Brentford to again score against Chelsea, and I can only hope that Wissa is somehow involved with an assist or a goal. He has put in good numbers this season with 0.64 expected goals per 90, which is one of the best among forwards. So I am not panicking about having Visa, and he will likely be gone from my team in maybe next week or in 3 weeks time. We'll see how that pans out. Kunya on the other hand has been annoying. He just has 5 points in the last 3 matches, but with fixtures like Ipswich and Leicester next, removing him looks like a crime. I'm looking to hold him for the next 2 fixtures and then move him for Isak. I have plans for that. We'll discuss that when we come near game week 19. Any single injury can hamper with this plan, and hence I do not feel like discussing it right now, only to change it in the future. Kunya's number has not been exactly very promising either, but I do not want to waste transfers when he has these good fixtures against Ipswich and Leicester. Quickly coming to my bench, it consists of Fofana, Rogers, O'Shea and Fabianski. Fofana is out with an injury right now, but with my team well set and O'Shea to cover, I do not intend to make a transfer with Fofana being out of my team. We'll probably keep him until he's back from his injury. Rogers has a tough fixture against Forest and O'Shea is that emergency sub. Hopefully, I'll not need to call any of these players this week. If we look at the expected points this week, this is the highest that I have since game week 1, 70 expected points. So the team looks super strong. Expected points are good. Hoping for a good game week after 2 straight red arrows. So that is it for this video. If you liked the video, do hit the like button as it helps the algorithm, and subscribe, and I'll see you again in another video.